Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for July. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm pulling a Celtic cross for you today, and I'm going to start off as always with a couple of star code oracles. Just for a quick overview, Pluto is showing up so much today, it's insane. Oh my goodness, you have Pluto and you have the house that Pluto rules. That's insane. And who rules the 8th house and who is ruled by Pluto? You, Scorpio. Goodness, okay, this is insane. I haven't had such a cohesive start in a very, very long time. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, your ruler. Now, you have two rulers. Your ancient ruler is Pluto and your modern ruler is Mars. But Plutonian energy is what describes Scorpios the best, in my opinion. Pluto is in retrograde and it has been since April and it will be till October in the sign of Capricorn. Now, when it comes to Plutonian energy and 8th house energy, it talks about rebirth, of course. It talks about Hades. And if you're a regular viewer, you would know I say this in all of my Scorpio readings. Hades was the god of the underworld. And Hades was the person who would take people to the underworld for them to face their fears, for them to face their shadows, their karma, their debt, and bring them back up to the light after they had successfully worked with those issues. It is a difficult energy. It is a tower moment energy. It is something that comes about very swiftly to completely change your narrative of life. The 8th house talks about a few things. It talks about taxes, it talks about intimacy, and it talks about debt. Okay, very different things. But it usually talks about things that one wouldn't speak about openly in polite society. Okay, so there is something around you that is either taboo, something that you may be doing that is taboo, or it could be something that, how should I put it politely? There is something that you are thinking about that may not be very well accepted. The 8th house can also talk about the occult. It can talk about not just tarot and astrology, but cults. Okay, it can talk about you delving deeper into the darker magic of life. Does that make sense? This is not going to apply to everybody, but there is a sense of drama and mystery here. There is a sense of, you know, you shouldn't be doing this, but you're doing it anyway. But I feel like whatever it is that you are doing or whatever it is that is surrounding you, it's not, even though it may not be accepted, it's bringing about a rebirth. It's bringing about a fresh realization. Sometimes we wear our rose-colored glasses and we think life is all sunshine and puppies. It really isn't. But when we dip our toes into darker waters, those rose-colored glasses come off. And Neptune is in retrograde as well, which is the planet of rose-colored glasses. When it is in retrograde, that is when reality strikes. So you may be experiencing a darker reality than normal, but I feel like it's doing you well. If anyone can embrace darkness successfully, it is a Scorpio. I have no doubt in my mind about that. All right. Let's see, what does your tarot say? Justice. We have two cards. I will have to take them. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Devil. Goodness, we were talking about Capricorn. Justice, the Page of Swords and the Devil. All right. I feel like everything we are pulling is nodding to that Pluto retrograde. It is nodding to bringing up things from the depths of your psyche and working with them. The Devil can represent the energy of feeling tied to something or someone and not being able to shake it. It could be the energy of being tied to a thought process, a belief, a philosophy, where you feel like you're stuck. You want to rise up, you want to get out of those dark waters, but you feel like you can't, you feel stuck to it. But with Justice and the Page of Swords, I feel like there is a little bit of research that needs to be done here. There is a little bit of homework that needs to be done here. You may be approaching whatever this is in an old school kind of way. Maybe you need to approach it with a fresh perspective. Maybe there is some kind of generational trauma that you're a part of. There is some ancestral trauma that you find yourself in the middle of. And you may be the one who can break that curse. And why I say curse is because we have the devil. With the Justice card showing up, it is possible that you're on the cusp with Libra, or you have it heavily in your chart. But there is a sense of balance that wants to be achieved here. And I feel like you will achieve it successfully. Let's see. And it is also possible if you're in a legal situation and you feel like it's been going round and round and round in circles for a very long time with no kind of result, I would expect a brand new aha moment to come about for you, especially with the Page of Swords. There is a new information, rebirth, mystery. There is an enlightenment, an aha moment that comes about that may help you get out of this loop and finally achieve the justice you've been wanting. Let's see what is in your focus, Scorpio. You're getting twos of everything. Goodness, would you look at that? I was talking about the Tower and it showed up. We have the Tower and the Moon. That is a lot of major arcana for one sign. The Tower is talking about that rebirth. It's talking about that shift in foundation. It's talking about that shift in beliefs and philosophies and ideologies. It is a complete clean slate that you are being offered, Scorpio. And I feel like you need to make the most of it. With the Moon, this is something that is giving you anxiety. It is something that is giving you stress. Now, we have a new moon today. I'm recording on the 28th of June, a new moon in Cancer, and then we have a full moon in Capricorn on the 13th. Whenever the moon shows up in a reading for me, it always talks about lunations. It talks about the new moon and the full moon and them being pivotal points in your life where you see changes, where clarity ensues, where your manifestations come true. I would do your moon rituals very carefully this time, because Cancer is ruled by the moon and the moon is at its happiest place in the sky right now. So make the most of it. Whatever this change is, whatever this shift is that is coming about for you, it is going to sit well with you. If this was coming about for any other sign, except maybe Capricorn, I would be worried. But you guys are so strong. You embrace these changes in such a graceful way and you make the most of them. Let's see what was in the recent past for you, Scorpio. 10 of Swords. There was pain, there was betrayal. There was a sense of you asking for help and not getting help but getting more pain in return. There is a sense of absolute heartbreak, and I am so glad it's in the past. And I think this is what is triggering this transformation. I always say this, normally a spiritual awakening always comes about when one has been through that immense dark night of the soul. All of this darkness that is presenting itself, I feel like you've been through it, which is why you're able to embrace it. You're not shying away from it, embracing the darkness, not only within you, but within the world. And once you embrace it, you will never fear it. Stunning energy. It's so scorpionic. I love it. I'm getting goosebumps. All right, what is your strength? Your strength is the Page of Wands. Your strength is your ability to wander. Your strength is your adventurous spirit. Your strength is your ability to discover new things and apply them successfully to your life. You don't like to stagnate as a sign, Scorpio. Considering your cards in the tarot are the Tower and the Death card, you are the sign of transformation. You don't like stagnancy. And I feel like with the Page of Wands, it's taking on a softer note. It is possible that you are traveling or you're reading more. Your mind is traveling, basically. It's possible that you're meditating more. And again, your mind is traveling to a more peaceful place. There is a sense of motion and movement here. And your ability to walk away from things that don't serve you and embrace that adventurous spirit that you're all born with is your power. I would bank upon that. What is your immediate future, Scorpio? Oop. The Ace of Wands. Stunning. There is something beautiful coming in for you. There is a passionate spark. There is this energy that it may come in very quickly and may go out very quickly. So make sure you strike while the iron is hot. But it could be a passionate message. It could be, well, an ex returning from the past. That's a possibility since we have so many planets in retrograde. But it is something that is going to almost add a bounce to your step. There's a lot of energy. This could be a creative opportunity as well that could come in on the career front. Take it how it resonates. I'm sorry about the sounds you hear outside. It's just so loud today morning. Anyway, how are you showing up to this reading, Scorpio? Three of Swords. Why? Who else showed up as the Three of Swords? I think, was it Taurus? I can't recall. You're showing up as somebody who has been through an immense amount of pain. I feel like you are looking at yourself as somebody who's in pain or who has been through pain. And I'm going to call you out a little bit. That is you throwing yourself a pity party. A Scorpio should never throw themselves a pity party. You guys are rocks. You're not rocks. You're cliffs. You're mountains. So pull yourself out of this. Whatever it is that you've been through, make sure you're not carrying it forward with you. Alright, your life is evolving around you. Make sure you evolve with it. If there's any pain that you are holding on to, I'm not saying disregard it. I'm saying work with it, hand in hand, and then move on. Alright. Let's see. External influences that you may or may not be aware of. The Empress. Now, this could be a few things. This could be a mother or a mother figure. Someone who has a lot of love in their heart for you. Someone who wants to nurture you, protect you, care for you. This could be a partner, it could be a companion, it could be a friend, it could be a spouse, it could be somebody, again, who wants to nurture you, who has a lot of love for you. And thirdly, this could be a part of you. The Empress represents yin, the divine feminine. We're all born with masculine and feminine, yin and yang within us, okay? We embody both of those, factors. Sorry, I had to get the door. So, that divine feminine within you, I feel like that is what needs to be nurtured right now. The yin energy or the Empress energy receives, okay? Even though it is a very nurturing energy, it is meant to receive. Yang is meant to give. So, it is possible that your yin is not being nourished enough. You're not being given as much as you need to fill your own cup. So, pamper yourself, nurture yourself, give to yourself. Alright, if you're not receiving from external sources, that is. Let's see, hopes and fears for Scorpio. Oop, dropped a card. Five of Wands. You're afraid of conflict. You're afraid of debate. You're afraid of arguments. You're afraid of not only being in conflict with an external source, but being in conflict with yourself. And you're fearing something that is absolutely fearful to start with. What was that quote from Harry Potter? When Harry is learning how to fight Dementors by Lupin, and he says that I'm afraid of Dementors, and then Lupin says that that is very wise because you're afraid of fear itself. So that's the energy I'm getting here. You're afraid of fear itself. You're afraid of conflict. You're afraid of that debate. I feel like you want peace to ensue in your life, and because you're keeping all of this at bay, it's going to work in your favor. I feel like there will be a temperate energy that will follow you around now. Let's see, potential outcome. Seven of Pentacles. Aries, I think, had the same card. The Seven of Pentacles is an energy of, okay, it can mean a few things. It could mean that you're being very careful about where you're investing your time and energy and resources. It could also mean that some of you need to take a break. For me, the Seven of Pentacles can be a card of early retirement, you know, and having earned that state of rest and relaxation. It is somebody who has kept their coins away safely and, you know, they've done enough, basically. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So I feel like a little bit of R&R may be required. Now, bottom of the deck, stunning. We have the 10 of Pentacles, we have Judgment, 6 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and the Death card. That transformation wants to come about for you. It wants to come about in the shape of generational wealth, a legacy of love. It wants to come about as an aha moment, a realization about things that you've been through in the past. 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing and protecting yourself and being in that independent state of independent wealth, abundance and joy. Absolutely stunning reading, Scorpio, my goodness. All right, let's get you a couple of tea leaves to close this off. We have Arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. That's reassuring. So whatever it is that you are planning, whatever is swirling around in your head, you're on the right path. Bell, announcement. There could be news coming in. It is possible. Let's get one more with this. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I don't get this card much, so it's possible that there could be a career opportunity or an investment opportunity. We've been talking about investment. That will show its face and you should follow it. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. And I feel like that has been coming about for you because the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. But again, if anyone can extract themselves from that muddled brain, it is you and yourself. Vase, secret admirer. You have a secret admirer, Scorpio. I think that could be that 8th house mystery that may be coming about to realization for you. All right, that was your reading, Scorpio. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.